Mr. Stone King, you and the defendant worked together
Yes,
for a period of time, and it is your claim that as a result of her defaming you, you lost your job, that she filed a false order of protection against you, that you were forced to get an attorney, was suing her for that defamation and for the attorney's fees.
Yes, ma'am.
The defendant says that you actually terrorized her after an incident at work. She has a counterclaim for attorney's fees. She was forced to get an attorney when you came with an attorney who she felt was intimidating at the proceeding for the protective order. Anyway, she has a counterclaim. So tell me, where were you and the defendant working, Mr. Stone King, and what were you doing?
We were servers, bartenders at a restaurant.
And when did you work at the same establishment as the defendant?
About the last year leading up into the termination.
Okay, I'm listening.
Okay, so back in September of last year, I'd had a day shift. Really, the long and the short of it is that I had asked to leave when there was a couple things left to do. You know, I asked if I could leave them for the next person. I had an appointment place to be after my shift that day. I had gotten permission from our manager to go ahead and leave what was left for the next person.
Okay. Go ahead.
She came outside, you know, berating me, yelling at me, telling me why I was a bad employee, that I did not finish work, just causing a scene.
Okay.
She wasn't my boss. It wasn't her place to do so. So I reported to the manager, just, you know, you can't talk to people that way.
Okay, so she followed you outside, and the manager, I assume, told you that he had permission to leave.
With response that he did his side work before he left.
Okay, go ahead.
Fast forward from there, that was one incident. We'd had a couple little tiffs between there, but then coming October 20th of 2017, she had gone to the manager claiming that I was not doing enough work.
He didn't work October 20th.
Just say, I'll come to you. And then?
I finished my side work, and we ended up having an exchange of words in back, behind the scenes. We ended up having an exchange of words. Yes, ma'am.
All right, now I want you to tell me what that exchange of words was.
Well, I'd asked her why it always has to come to a fit when it comes to doing this side work, talking to each other, getting things done, why it always has to be such a hassle. So, you know, I looked at her and said, if you remember last time, you got written up and in a little bit of trouble.
Okay, so you somehow knew that the last time it happened that she was admonished by management.
Correct, they told me she was.
And she responded.
She said, you know, no one had ever talked to me. But then later it was, when they talked to me, they were laughing at you because you called me a bully. So then I had grabbed the manager who was standing there and told him, I said, you know, she seems to think that y'all were laughing because I called her a bully. And he said, that's not what happened, and you guys need to go your own separate ways.
Okay. When did you call her a bully?
I never did. That's what I don't understand.
You know, I'm not believing that. I'm just telling you. That's my skill.
Sure.
Some of what you're telling me, I'm buying. The bully part, not.
I never used the word bully, I guess, is all I mean.
Keep going.
That night, got off work, went home. The next morning, I got a phone call from my manager letting me know that I was no longer working there. And I asked him why, and he said at the moment, you know, I can't say. So I asked him a little more, and he said that there was a police report filed. Monday, would have been the 23rd, I believe, a couple days after that, I was served with an order of protection stating all these alleged things, you know, and from that, I also lost my firearms card. You know, and I have sponsorships where I take pictures of my weapons and they send me things. So that's another facet of this. But just a big, messy situation.
Okay. I assume you filed a police report on the 20th or the 21st of October.
The 20th.
20th.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now I'd like to see the police report that you filed. Okay, so this really doesn't say much with the exception of one thing, that you say he followed you home from work that day. Now, you want to tell me about this conversation that you had with him at work before he followed you home?
That night at work, every time he would pass me at work, he would say derogatory things to me.
Put your hands down.
Say things like, have you checked your tires today? Have you checked this? Have you checked this? On the 6th, he had threatened to slash my tires at work when he left work. And so after the 6th, every time we worked together,
What part of put your hand down? Do you see how I cut her off when you were telling me your story? Mm-hmm. And I said, you'll have a chance to tell your story. Well, this is her chance to tell her story.
You got it. Yes, ma'am.